A lot of you watching this are probably waiting. And the reason you're waiting is because you're overthinking something. Or maybe you're in fear that something's going to get in the way. And you don't want to face that fear because you're so afraid of what might happen because it's so unexpected. But that's the thing about life, like everything is unexpected. You cannot control what happens. You just have to go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. It happened, right? It is what it is. Once you realize that, you come to the realization that everything is divinely perfect. Everything is meant to happen. You are in the situation you are in because maybe you've manifested it. Or maybe that's just what destiny called for it to be. But maybe this is just a part of the journey. A lot of people will say, why me? Why not you? If God thinks you're worthy enough to go through this hardship, He must have a grand prize for you at the end, no? Right? That's just how I see it. So, you just have to ask yourself, what is it that you truly want? And a way to find out what you truly want, what your calling is just to kind of reflect, self-reflection of yourself. Ask yourself, what do I love to do? Not something that you love to do because society says it's cool, because that's what some of y'all do, like wearing designer. People who wear designer, they're wearing it because they like the way other people treat them when they're wearing it. What do you truly love to do, like from the core of your heart? Because a caveman don't give a fuck if you got designer on. You hear what I'm saying? And I bring up the caveman because that is the most primitive and most purest form of human. Us and our natural instinct, in that frame of mind, not having an ego, which has created society, blind you. So I go back to say, what do you love to do? Don't become a product of society. A link in the description. Don't become a product of society. Be you. Because you have to understand that the universe needs you. If God is everything, then that means we are the cells that are inside of that everything, right? If this is one organism, God is the universe. Everything in it is just a part of God. Everything with consciousness is connected to God. In a sense, you are God because you're inside the body. If a cell inside of me is still Apollo, right? The cell ain't me, but it's a part of me making it me. Do you hear what I'm saying? And that's why people will call each other reflections, because they understand that my interaction with this person is me speaking to God, me speaking to myself. Now, what is this reflection telling you about yourself? Mirrors are artificial. We learned that in the School of Gods podcast. I believe that was episode 1 and 2. Go ahead and watch that. Mirrors are artificial. You need to look at natural reflections. What do you look like in a lake of water? That's your true reflection. It's probably the most beautiful thing in the world, and you've never seen it. Because they've programmed you to have this in every single home. It's kind of crazy if you ask me. You just got to ask yourself certain questions, question things. And it's funny because I say question things, but sometimes questioning things is what causes you to overthink. Goes back full circle. Just got to do. I will say one of my muses just hit me up. He said, yo, I'm at the stool from 10 to 1. Slide if you want to slide. You feel me? So I'm like, shit. I've been saying I'm going to take this music serious. You feel me? I'm going to take this serious. So that's what I'm finna do. So if I want music in my life, should I not gravitate to it every time it calls upon me? Because for whatever reason, music has been the one thing that gives me no obstacle. Anytime I pursue music, it's always just a clean paved path, you know. Like anytime I hop in the studio with people who have never heard me before, it's always, yo, you snapped, you know. Like people like me when I make music, you know. And even if they don't like the music, they always say, you know, that's creative or that's different. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say that to me, and it's the most beautiful thing in the world, because it's so genuine. It's not fake. It's not fake. Like it, and I can feel it, because I'm a Scorpio. I'm a water sign. I understand emotions, bro. Like all I do is observe. You feel me? So like I can see the subconscious ways people move, and when they say certain things to me, I can tell it's coming from a real place, and it's the most beautiful place in the world. Like, I just want that. I feel like that's heaven, when people can be real with you, bro. And if me making music is some of the most realest my life has ever been, should I not chase that? Well, it feels real to you, because most of all of this in the Matrix is just a distraction. So what is it that is your heaven? Go to that. I don't believe in there's a one heaven up with God. You know, like I believe everyone's heaven looks different. You could ask 1 million people, what do you think heaven looks like? Every single one of them will give a different answer, just based on how they grew up, their environment. Maybe just the things that society has told them is cool, the things they were around that made them happy. It's going to be different for every single person. So I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you how to stop waiting and just go. I can't tell you. But all I'm saying is, anytime you waiting and you see a green light, go to that green light. If that green light is taking you where it is that you want to be. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go to the stool. My boy just hit me up. I'm about to go to the stool. I keep saying I'm about to take this music serious. My boy's about to come on and they about to go play Overwatch. I've been trying to play Overwatch, my niggas, for the longest. It's crazy. The moment I decide, okay, I'm going to get off the computer, I'm going to stop playing games, I'm going to go back to working. The moment I say that, it's almost as if the universe is calling me over to this other place just to test me, just to see how badly do you want what you said that you want. Giving you something else to tempt you. What is it that you truly want? It's amazing. I feel like it's like a dimension shift. Like when you feel things like this, it's weird. It's like my whole world has been turned upside down. Yesterday I went out with my friends. Like I was at the studio almost all day. My boy Xander. Yeah, shout out to Xander, bro. Made some music with that boy. Like it was lit. The vibes were so good. I loved it. And they snapped. You know, like I genuinely fucked with the artists that were in there, bro. It felt real, bro. You feel me? It felt real. And then after that, I had to leave the studio sets early because one of my boys was in town. So, you know, we were going to go bowling. And they had paid for me too. You feel me? And I had to come an hour late. You know what I'm saying? I show up there, you know, we're just all talking. We're all chilling. It's all, you know, people that I would consider my family. You feel me? And then one of them says to me, like, yo, I'm tired of working. I'm trying to get out the hood, bro. Just drop a song. He's saying this angry to me. But he means it. He's mad that I won't get up and work. Because he sees how talented I am. How much promise I have. How much potential I have. And when the people around you believe in you like that, you have to understand they're making your dream even bigger. The more people that believe in your dream, the more real it becomes. Because now you have all of these people manifesting the same thing. Just do what you love. Link in the description. Late nights I driving the shade. Stay lit outside with your bitch. Tryna fuck